Jason Myers to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From the 6. And he'll be brought down.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Alvin Kamara, the
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Brought down behind.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Saints first down.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down at the
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready? 5-8.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Gain on the play.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Jared Cook.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Saints.
Ready?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Running with Kamara. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's
the 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Breeze now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Jason Myers.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. So
still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson being chased out left. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. It's caught by Sanders. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, New Orleans.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Breeze to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20.
Right, camera, action.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 91 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
The kick is...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wilson with the handoff to Chris.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Already too often in this game, we've seen him break runs to the 2nd and the 3rd level, and I think this defense has been way too focused on their passing game. At some point, they've got to understand that the running game is hurting them as well. That last run, that bit them again.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Saints.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Kiko Alonso coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it leave?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run again with Carson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Saints, 48 yards.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 20.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
11-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
7-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. It is triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. My stomach keep up turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I work a gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he...
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was dying and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. All set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keith O'Neal. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks' 11-yard line.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Pitch complete to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Quickly out to the right side. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rashad Penny. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson flushed out right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. Or maybe lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Flush to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
7. Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Double team, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. It's caught, Lockett. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Penny, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. A deep ball for Gurley. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
That's sort of a second in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing the second one as a result.
Compounds. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Score Seahawks 14, Falcons nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Recovered by Seattle.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Greg Olsen.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big...
And yet again, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like... You know, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Carson on the carry.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7. Falcons.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Complete to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 44-yard.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Throwing again, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 42 yards. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat and meet?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah with the INT. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, it completes it to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Gurley, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Goal to go.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Seahawks.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
The Seahawks
coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks offense. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And able to find Dorsett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Open is Olsen. He's got it.
Wilson.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Olsen. Touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Score Falcons 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Shrugs the tackle. Nice. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
It's now 3rd.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He gives to Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The tackle by Darrell Taylor. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot. I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan going to fly this right to Gurley on the fly. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Smith trying to run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He will find Ridley. That's complete. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 43-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Jamal Adams coming up from a safety spot to make the play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up